welcome to Unpacking. The song you just watched or listened to, if you're tuned in via Plus 89.9 FM, is Kofi Jamar and Calligraph Jones with Dangerous. So, Kofi Jamar is seated right here with me. We are ready to have a good conversation. Yep. Hello, Kofi.
Hello, man.
How you doing?
I'm doing great.
Doing great?
Awesome.
Now, having to wake up this early, let's start with that. How is it for you? Because I understand that, you know, artists work late into the night, and so waking early is difficult.
Yeah, most times, you know, but I prepared, you know, I had info about the time that I had to come here, so I just slept earlier last night, you know. I cut some works that I was doing short, and I had to sleep, so I prepared, so it wasn't that, hard, sometimes, you know, yeah. Today was quite easy for me.
Today was quite easy. Yeah. Anyway, with your scarf, is this a new style that you've come up with, you know, having a scarf, having shades? I find a lot of people, artists especially, love to wear shades.
Yeah, a lot.
What are you covering?
Yeah, just artists are shy individuals, you know. So some just want to cover up, you know. Okay. You don't want to see through their eyes. You don't want to, yes.
Is that the case or that's the excuse? You know, is that the fact?
Well, for me, that's what I've realized. I'm an artist too, so I can relate to some feelings, you know. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Talking about feelings, how has the feeling been for you this year so far? I mean, we are almost 3 months into the year.
This year
3 months
I've
done.
been working on my own craft, still perfecting my craft because I'm mostly experimental, you know, so I've been trying new stuff. And before the start of this year, I dropped a song that's titled Tomorrow, which is like an Afro infused with a piano and high life, you know. I was trying to blend a lot of things in there, which was produced by Afro Electra. So we are yet to come out with a video, so I've been working on it this year. And also I've been still crafting my sound in the studio most times. I spend most times of this year in the studio trying to bring out a new something that will get me out there.
Right. Know? In what category would you put Tomorrow?
Well, I'll put it. Wow, that's crazy. I would say experimental. It's a lot of experimental.
So that'll be the genre.
Yeah.
Not Afrofusion.
I would say Afrofusion. That's the word.
So experimental Afrofusion.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so with your experimental Afrofusion, right, how many songs are you looking to release in relation to that? Because now we haven't heard any experimental Afrofusion yet. Yeah. So if you are going to be championing that, how many songs do you want to release in that genre? And also, how far are you looking to push it? Because then people would now have to jump on that. Already we are struggling with, you know, other genres and defining certain songs.
Me, basically, I feel like when I start off, I have to test the waters. That's the first thing I have to do. So the first sound that I brought, Tomorrow, that's the title. I have gained quite some audience who are getting introduced to that kind of sound, you know, and they like it. So I'm still looking at the demographics and everything. If you drop the video, we're gonna push it more and see how far it goes. But I'm still trying to create sounds like that. Okay. Maybe 6. Okay. That will be just there in my folder, you know. Okay. So when the time comes and when this thing picks up or blows up, then I have to follow up with something like that. Okay, yeah.
Experimental Afrofusion. I'm looking forward to how that will pan out, right? But you said that you are trying things out, you are testing the waters, you are still figuring out your craft. The figuring out your craft part is okay because you never, you know, hit it hard or get it right from the beginning. You always have to just mix and match until you find the right thing. But if you are still testing the waters as Kofi Jamar, isn't that questionable? Well, isn't that worrisome?
It's with some sounds, not testing waters with everything that I drop, you know. But I'm still trying to be different. I'm still trying to come out with my own unique sound. I feel like there's more that I can push. The envelope, I can push the envelope a little bit further. But I have to come with testing new sounds. And people are not going to get you at first sight. That's what it means by testing the waters. Right. Because people know me to be doing drill, rap and stuff like that. Right. If I switch all of a sudden to Afrofusion and trying to sing and trying to blend the high life, you know, I'm testing the waters with that new sound. Right. So that's how I feel.
Okay. Now, you mentioned switching. In the past few weeks or even months, the conversation of rap, other genres, Afrobeat, high life, hip life, it has come up really strongly, especially in Ghana, where we are trying to identify the particular sound that Ghana has, right? People are still, you know, talking about Azonto, people are still talking about GH rap, talking about whether we should do Afrofusion, whether we should just go follow that train, the Afrobeat train, and, you know, just go with the crowd, or we should find an identity for ourselves as Ghanaians and as Ghanaian musicians. First, where would you say that, you know, we should go in relation to the music, right? Do you also have that mentality, we should follow the train, the Afrobeat train, or should we also just stick to our hip life and high life and then push it to wherever we want to push it to?
Well, I think we have to just be more experimental.
Experimental,
you know, because the Afro sound is already there, and we have a name to it, which is Nigeria, you know, and Afrobeat is not just for Nigeria, because if you go to other parts of African countries, they have Afro Bongo, different type of Afro sounds.
There's Afro Bongo?
Yeah, a different type of Afro sounds mixed up, you know. And if you go to Kenya, they have this sound, Gengatron, which is like a different sound of Afro beats, you know. So I feel like Ghanaians, we have to just, we can follow the train, but we have to, our producers and artists have to be more experimental in trying to fuse all these genres that we have already, the high life that we have already. Me, I feel like music is like colors, you know. Rap can be a different color, Afrobeat can be a different color, high life can be a different color, all this. But if you mess it up, you tend to come out with a new painting, a new type of different idea or a color. So I feel like we should experiment more. We shouldn't be afraid to push the envelope further. That's it. That's what we should do. But Afrobeat is for all for us, you know, because in the history of Nigeria, they picked Afrobeat from here. Although they've taken the lead, but Ghanaians can also do Afrobeat. No doubt about that. But we should just try to incorporate something to make it unified, something that can make it unique, that we can be identified with.
Right. Okay. Now, you mentioned some genres, Afro Bongo, right? And then Genge from Kenya,
from Kenya
is what you mentioned. Okay. How much do you soak songs from other parts of the world? And how have all of these genres impacted your music?
A lot, you know, because I feel like music is so diverse, and music is like God's creation, you know. Count the kind of music or sounds that you can develop. It's like many people on this earth already, you know. So music is so diverse. So I try to listen and get all these influences, so that when I'm creating, I have a wide array of like things to pick from, you know. So I listen to a lot of people, you know, from reggae to root reggae to like a lot.
Can you name drop some of these people? Let's look at 5 people from other parts of Africa. So not Ghana, not Nigeria. Let's keep that out. Other parts of Africa that you listen to.
I listen to Harmonize. I listen to Bien.
Yeah,
I listen from South Soul. And I listen to Calligraph Jones also. And I listen to is it Funela from South Africa?
Okay, all right. So those are a few. Now, still on this Afrobeat conversation, Ludacris was in Ghana a couple of days ago. Yes, and then you had a meeting with him. I mean, a meetup with him. How did that meetup come about? And should we be looking forward to Kofi Jamar, Ludacris join really soon? I mean, because he's on the Afrobeats, you know, train. He wants to push, you know, the Afrobeats genre. So how did that happen first, and then how did it go?
Well, shout outs to OB, that's like my manager, and shout outs to Patoranking also, you know. When they came about, I think they flew Patoranking in to record a song with them, you know. So the next day, I was around, and they were going to the studio, so I had to, like, Pato, like, hit me up that I had to be around, so I just went for them. And that's how the meetup came about, you know,
What's your relationship with Patoranking like?
Yeah, Pato is like my godfather, one of my godfathers, always trying to pull me on. I even have songs with him that are not out yet. But yeah, Patoranking is that godfather figure for me.
Right. Right. So, did you push to have song with Ludacris? Is that a possibility? I mean, even if he didn't pre-plan it, now that you have met him, did you form any connection, any contact that we would see later on?
A lot of connections around him. You know, his little cousin is also trying to do the music also. So I already have a vibe with him that I'm trying to put him on some of my sounds also, and I have a connection with his producer.
Okay.
Yeah. So when hopefully when they get back, I can send some stuff that I want to send so that they can hear it out for me.
Okay.
So yeah. So I have formed a connection with them already. But the day that I met him, that was the last day here, so we couldn't do anything or something like that. But we were just around the studio, backing some stuff up, trying to hear the stuff that we've been doing.
Vibes. New music. Let's look at that. We are almost in the 4th month of the year, right? Are you working on any new music?
A lot.
Do you feel that you have to constantly churn out music like maybe other artists, or do you believe in taking your own time to make sure that whatever you're coming up with, whether it's just the audio or audio and video, is to a certain quality? Yeah,
for me, I like to take my time, you know, because these days it's all about going viral, you know. And I'm also from the old trend that if you do good music, it's no matter about the viralness or something like that, it can also penetrate and reach a certain people, you know. So I feel like I'm always based trying to find the next sound to come out with. So I'm always in the lab trying to create, and I feel like when the time is in, the sound that I bring out is not gonna just be lasting for a year or two. It goes farther than that, you know.
Okay.
I have songs like Me Day Up with Stonebwoy, which a lot of people still listen to it till now, and they tell me everything. Like they tell me a lot about how the song inspires them till now, you know. So I like to do songs like that. Yeah. Okay, so songs that last. Yeah. Talking about your songs and your music, I understand that you are choosing quality over quantity. Yeah. Well, from what you have said now, you're choosing quality over quantity, right? So what do we look forward to later on in the year from Kofi Jamar? Are you coming up with any new songs? I mean, you've mentioned the video for tomorrow, right? But are there any new songs in the works, being that you stay in the studio and, you know, get your grind in constantly, right? Are there any new songs, EPs, albums, all of that? Yeah, I have a song with Sarkodie that I'll be releasing hopefully this year. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's in the pipeline also. We're gonna work on it, and also a lot of these sounds that I've been experimenting on, you know. So we have a couple of sounds, like 4 or 5, that I'll be releasing this year before the year ends. Okay. Yeah. How was it like working with Sarkodie? Great, you know. Great. You know, share with us. He inspires me a lot, you know. The work rate, the rate at which he works, it's like he's still coming up. You know, that inspires me on a whole different level. Yeah. Okay. Was it easy reaching out to Sarkodie to do this collaboration? Well, it wasn't that hard. Okay. Because he opened his doors for us. I think the first time I got to link up with him when we went to UK to play a show. So that's when I got to link up with him and be in the same studio with him. Okay. So from that point onwards, I think if I have a sound and it is great, I can send him, and I can send to his manager, and it will reach him, and he'll send me the feedback. Okay. Yeah. No, so does that mean you're working on more than one song with Sarkodie? Well, I have a song that I was doing with him. Okay. Like, it's his song, though. Oh, yeah, right. And I also have a song that I featured him on there. Okay, so it goes both ways. Okay, so it goes both ways. Yeah. Great. All right, let's talk about your music videos. I see some richness and quality and attention to detail when it comes to your music videos. Yeah. What would you say about financing these music videos? And do you believe that artists should push their monies into, you know, making music videos, or there should be some form of investment? Well, there should be. Like, you have to invest in your videos a lot, you know, as an artist, you know. Yourself? Okay. Not even not yourself, because me, I work on it with a label, you know. So we try to cut short on some, like when I play a show or something, we used most of the money goes back into working, you know. It's not about me just enjoying the fruit of my labor right now, because I feel like there's more sewing that I have to do. So mostly we invest a lot in our music videos, and I think that's the best, you know. Yeah, the music video adds to the whole imagery of the song, and your song is not like 90. I feel like your song is not 100% done when it have no music video out.
Oh,
you know.
okay.
So the music video also counts a lot in the art of storytelling and what you want to show to the audience.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get that. Now, when you say that whatever money you make from shows, you put everything back
a lot of
in
it. Yeah.
Aren't you scared or worried that you'll not be able to fully reap of it?
Well, I feel
when
like
you put it back.
Yeah, I feel like I'm still sowing the seeds.
Okay.
You know, that's my mind state right now. I feel like I'm still in this sowing seed stage.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything that comes, most of it have to go back in.
Okay.
Just for the work. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't splurge on yourself. There's never that time where you
Nah, not that much. Yeah.
Oh, I'm surprised. I'm surprised. You know why? Because you look put together.
Yeah.
All the time. Kofi Jamar is always on point with his outfits, his shoes, everything is always on point. Yeah. So when you say you don't splurge on it, I'm like, okay, so then...
I try. It's all for the work,
Okay,
yeah.
Okay, and then you get some free stuff
here
and there as well, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so now we're looking forward to the video of tomorrow. Yeah. Can you tell us when exactly that will be
by next month.
Okay.
By next month it will be out. Yeah.
Okay, and then that's not new music. So how about new music?
New music too, but after the video, I think the following month I'm gonna drop new music.
Okay.
Yeah, but before then I'm gonna drop a couple of freestyles here and there. Sometimes I have to shake the rap world a little bit, then go back into.
Right.
Yeah.
Has music paid off?
A lot.
So far.
A lot. A lot in terms of. Me getting to feed myself, feed my family, that's the most important, and me getting a voice. Music have given me a voice, to be heard of, and that's priceless. And the connections that I have with people, the people that I know, it's gonna amount to a big bag for me.
Okay.
So music have really done a lot. Yeah.
Now, before we head over to my gentleman in the studio, I'd just love to ask you two more questions, right? Do you believe in helping other people with whatever you make from your art, your craft, your talent? And then are there any plans to do CSR?
Yeah. Even back in my hood, in Bantama, I'm still trying to do a foundation that we can put, because there are a lot of talents out there. Just particularly in my hood, Bantama, and so we're trying to do a foundation that will help in putting up a studio, a free studio that will be available for all.
That's nice.
Yeah, so if you you have like something for music or future in music, you can go in the studio, record you free, produce you free, and stuff like that. So it's still in the pipeline,
It's actually really nice. It's really thoughtful. Got me smiling. What's the Comerica name for Bantama?
Yeah, Bantama is Florida.
Bantama. Oh, it's not Bantama. Okay.
Bantama is Florida.
Bantama.
Yeah.
Bantama, Florida.
If you want to say it in the Kishi form, it's Tamaba. Yeah.
What's in which form?
Kishi form.
What's Kishi?
Like Saka.
What's Saka?
Kasa.
Kasa?
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys just switch everything. Yeah. Okay, so Kasa is Saka. And that's Kishi.
Yeah.
Okay, so Timaba.
Yeah, Timaba.
Bantama, yeah. Timaba. Okay, so it's been an interesting conversation with Kofi Jamar from Timaba in using his own words from Timaba. But yes, the gentlemen are with me in the studios. I'm sure they'd love to speak to some of the conversations that we have had here. And so Jay and Cyril, hello there.
If you're from Tema, what was it going to be, Cyril?
Martin.
Martin. That'd be hard. Yeah, Lifo, mine's just a contribution because Kofi Jamar and myself got a good relationship, the whole family. And on the back of the CSR note, I want to shout out executive producer Nana Biama because she's one person, that's Kofi Jamar's executive director.
Right.
I can say that, yeah, she's one.
And it's a woman.
Yeah, a woman. Oh. Very, very kind, open, generous woman. And she had, even before in the early days of the making of Kofi Jamar, the brand, she had gone out of her way to reach out to, I think we went to the school in the outskirts of Accra to do a donation to the school, gave them products, beverage, cleaning materials, stuff like that. We sorted them out. So she's a fantastic person, amazing person, and I'm proud to see a good relationship between Kofi and her as well, and to what Kofi Jamar is today, you know. So shouts to Nana Biama.
Nice. Women pay attention to details, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
I think the brand is also growing very well, and it's nice to see that he's being patient with the music. That the project will come out, blah blah blah, but he's gonna do some hip hop in the middle, get the fans stoked up, and it's like there's intentionality about it. A lot of times you talk to people and I'm like, oh, we go do one, but he has a plan, and I really like the fact that he's sticking to that. And of course, the most beautiful thing I think he said was that music has given him a voice, and been able to put food on the table for him and the family. And I think, what else do you want in life, you know? So solid, Charlie. Solid. Enjoy the conversation.
Right. What did you say?
Ubeta?
What does that mean?
Yeah, if you say yes, yeah, better.
I don't even know what that means, but yes, we can only wish Kofi Jamar the very best on this journey with everything you're doing, with your music, your craft, your art, your talent, and also your CSR project. I would love to see, you know, the finished work when that comes out. So yes, we are always here to support you, and you keep going. Be that most talented artist that you are. Be patient as you are, but yes, still give us greatness.
Bless her.
Thanks for coming.
I appreciate it.
And have a good day. All right, guys, that has been it. Kofi Jamar on Unpacking. I hope you enjoyed the conversation. Now, it's time for Sports Direct, and Cyril is here to do that for us.